In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Legend of Mushroom collaboration event with the Legend of Elements. Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. When I saw a Legend of Mushroom collaboration event in the Legend of Elements, I was like, I have to make a video on this, right? It is two games that I play and it's a collaboration event, which means that it's interesting for the audience of both games. Before I get started, I want you to know you can save a lot of money in the Legend of Elements using my promo code with Aptoide. I'll be sharing a few more details at the end of the video, so stick around. So I am going to be talking about this event. Well, firstly, it's similar to most other events. You have to do a bunch of daily quests. It gives you some items, and those items can be used for this particular thing where you hunt 50 times, you get a bunch of items, and then you can use those items for the draws. It also has the same passes as usual. There's a $1 and $10 pass. It gives you a bunch of rewards and it gives you more draws for the particular event. There's also that portion concoction. It's that event where you need to collect certain items, and you can get those items either by requesting them from people or you can get them from doing these other activities that have these bags that are over here. So this gives you 2 random mushrooms that can be used for the portions. So you can see the bunch of activities there. These don't reset daily like the other ones, but of course, as you can see, they do give you these 2 mushrooms, and it also, I think, counts towards these quests, right? So as you complete more and more quests, you do have the ability of getting a small number of draws from that too. Not to mention that the daily quests also contribute towards those quests. Okay, there's this one, and this is essentially that draw event, right? And what you get there is very similar to most other events. 500 draws guarantees you a special prize, and that in this case is the mount. The mount, as you can imagine, is the Legend of Mushroom, right? So it's interesting to see where you're going to be sitting there. I don't know how that's going to work. Are you going to be sitting on top of the mushroom? Perhaps, I guess. It gives you 20 talents, which is great. It also says that you gain 14% attack as a default. When HP drops below 50%, you get an extra 14% attack and 24% cooldown reduction, which is nice. Now, every 100 draws, you're going to get either that mushroom or you're going to get this relic, which gives you focus damage as a passive effect along with penetration and parry, or you can get the Lamp Maiden, which is one of those encounters, right, that you can gift to, and you get certain relic items and other rewards once you reach certain levels. It also gives you a focus bonus. So my Lamp Maiden is already level 40. You can see it's giving me a bunch of focus, and you can see the other bonuses that I'm getting, which includes HP, defense, and all the other stats as well. Now, one thing interesting about most of the events that I don't know if you guys are noticing is the rankings, right? So obviously rankings are going to be expensive if you're trying to get into higher rankings, but the rewards are pretty amazing, right? So rank 1, 2, 3, you get these special titles, and these titles actually give a bunch of talent points. They also give you the ability to participate in the Realm Arena training ground. And the higher your title, the more ability you have to just have other people yield their seats. So that's always an interesting thing as well. You can see rank 2 has another one. It's I guess it's one step below. It's a 30 talent point one, and then of course rank 3 has the 15 talent one. Each of these lasts just 15 days though, so there is that. However, it is a pretty nice jump in stats for those 15 days along with the other perks you get as well. A very interesting thing is that you're also getting a bunch of vessel scrolls. Now these are generally hard to get, right? You can get a bunch of rush tokens from a bunch of different places. These vessel scrolls are a bit hard to find, and they come in certain special events, and of course that makes trying to rank high in these sort of events a little bit worth it, right? Try to get at least rank 50 so you get at least one, or higher so you get more of them as well. Now it is to be noted that you need 50 of them for you to get the awakening of any of those particular vessels, right? Throughout the time I've been ranking high in a bunch of events, I've only collected 22, so I'm still a long way to go. That should just show you that it is pretty hard to get, and it is worth the extra amount that you might have to spend to rank a little bit higher. So there's also going to be a devotion shrine. It's not open yet. It's going to open in 6 minutes. I'm probably going to come back in 6 minutes and continue the video there. But before that, I want to go to the other event. That's the Spring Wish. Now it's also interesting, right? It's giving you a bunch of prizes. It's giving you that mushroom mount that we were talking about. It's also giving you this dog Backwear, which gives you 40 talents and an interesting skill as well after the battle starts. It deals a bunch of damage in a quite high amount of damage, 2500, to surrounding enemies and increases your crit damage, focus damage, and break damage by 20% for 20 seconds. So pretty nice back accessory. It looks pretty cool as well. You can see how it looks here. And actually, as you increase the stars, the look changes a little bit as well. Like you can see in the 5 pink stars, it gets a little bigger, it gets more cool looking, I guess. Now, the odds of actually getting those are pretty low. It's 0.1% to get the back accessories, 0.2% to get the mushroom mount. But there's a bunch of other things that you can get as well. And those are good to have as well, right? There's this outfit, which gives you 5 talents, Super Shroom. I actually got it. I was fairly lucky. It's a 1% chance of getting it. I did. Then there's another one. It is the frame. There's a 2% chance of getting it. I got that too. Then there's the avatar, which honestly I don't see the real point of getting these, but anyway, I did get lucky and got that too. There's a 1% chance that I'll get rare Omni Spirit shards as well, and then there's a 22 to 27.7% chance of getting a bunch of these regular items. Now I could get a total of 10 of these draws every single day, along with this ability of getting even more if I get super lucky, right? There's the scratch card. It gives you a guaranteed 10 summon bells, guaranteed 100 megabytes, has a 30% chance of getting 5 more draws, and a 10% chance of getting 20 more draws. Now, they are mutually exclusive chances, so I did get 25 in a single scratch, right? So that is pretty interesting. So you could get it super lucky and get 25 draws just by one scratch. Right, that's like 2.5 days worth of free rewards, which is obviously pretty cool. A very interesting thing here is that you can actually use these codes in the Legend of Mushroom, right? So if I copy this code, I can actually go into my Legend of Mushroom account, redeem the code, and I actually get 100 diamonds and 10 skill coupons and 20 pal coupons, which is nice as well. Going back to the Legend of Elements, and now you can see how long it actually takes me to record these videos. I am still recording the video and I've almost crossed the next day, which means that in about 30 seconds we can check out what that devotion shrine event finally is and what rewards it actually gives us. Well, it's time to go into the devotion shrine and we can check out what the rewards are. You can use these items that I have. It's called the ritual oath, and using enough of them you can get certain awards. You can get the limited spirit, which is Shroom Warrior. So it's pretty cool, and actually you can see what sort of rewards you can get. There's a 0.3% chance you might actually get the whole limited spirit. There's a 2% chance you might get 10 items for it, or there's a 5% chance you might get a single item, and then there's a bunch of other rewards. Oh, and there's a 0.2% chance of getting this sword, which is an exclusive weapon of that spirit, and what it does is that it gives certain special abilities, like when the HP drops below 70%, restores to full HP immediately and increases passive's duration by 20%, which is quite amazing. And when you have it active, you actually get monster damage plus 10%. So that's a pretty nice weapon, I'll say, though the chance of getting it is pretty low unless you're willing to spend a lot. That being said, in my case, I'm going to get 10 of these shards for sure, as I have 55 of them already. But yeah, as you go along, you can actually get more of them. So that's a nice event, I'll say. Limited spirits are hard to get, so it's interesting that they're offering that within the event. Now, there's that Shroom Pal shop, right? You collect those yellow elixirs, and based on the amount that you collect, you can actually get some of those awards like the wing, the mushroom mount, and a bunch of the other stuff that we're looking at as well. Right, so that works out in case your luck doesn't give you the items that you're looking for, but hey, you collected enough of those elixirs so you can just get them guaranteed using the elixirs. So that's all I have for the Legend of Mushroom event. Before you go, I want you to know you can save a lot of money using Aptoide with my promo code. Check out the video that's linked to the description of the video, or click the button that's going to appear at the top of the screen that'll take you to the video and start saving a lot of money in Legend of Elements every time you make any purchase, like a lot of other people are already doing so. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.